Guys, I'm
There's
back.
Jegg.
Hi. So please tell me that it was just as they were walking off that I started disconnecting, right? Like
Yeah, it was. We started walking away, and I was like, "Wait, I'd like to get to know them more." And then you were like, "Well, it's been a little bit," and then you cut off.
Cool. All right. We're just about to do the break, so I'll just wrap up that scene. Glory, is polishing their axe a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it's been a little bit since we've had, since we've really gotten close to anyone. It's been just you and me for as long as I can remember, and that'd be good. Friends are good.
They're good, but people don't stick around here for very long. You know that.
Yeah.
But I mean, hanging out with some new faces could be refreshing.
Yeah, for a little bit. And I won't get my hopes up, but either way, the fights tomorrow are going to be so cool. All right.
Don't push yourself too hard. You still have
won't.
more asses to kick.
Yeah. They're going to lean forward and sort of part your hair, kissing Pain on the forehead.
I grab his chin and I kiss him on the lips. And then I say, I'm going to go get my half of the betting pool. I'll see you in a moment. I'm gonna go get paid. This is my job. I go and I make sure he gets his money. He would be broke without me.
Yes. He doesn't know to bet on his fights.
He does not know how to make money in this field of work. He just likes to fight, and so I do. I'm literally his secretary. Anyway.
Well, first of all, he's just standing there smiling like a dope. And we go back to the rest of the party. Mina eventually makes her way up to the lot of you.
Welcome back, Miss Mina. You did so good.
Thanks.
You sound disappointed. Were you not happy with your performance?
No, I just thought I was gonna,
win?
At least, like, break his arm or something.
Well, look at it this way. You got a peek at his fighting style, so now you can break it during the real fight.
Yeah.
It's true. Hey, you got a pretty good bite on his arm.
You did. You were ruthless.
I just didn't know that he could
Most impressive.
Mm-hmm.
What did he taste like?
Honestly,
That's a great question.
Kind of.
I would guess wet and leather.
Salty.
I was gonna bet cinnamon.
Cinnamon was. Is that a fireball joke? She laughs. Yeah. No, I'm fire. No joke. That's it's really bad against us. Like, it hurts more than anything else.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm. Looks over at Siren.
I'm messing with you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go, I guess. Yeah. I'm gonna go get a burger. And I'm just gonna... Burger. She not.
A burger. Yes, I know what those are.
Yes, a Borgor.
I don't know what those are.
Borgors are delicious.
Yeah. Like, just a fish sandwich. And I'm gonna pretend that it's him. And I'll be ready. Next time I'll be ready. She nods her head.
And next time?
I mean, that seems to be the thing that worked the best. No,
That is true.
True.
No, what I'm gonna do next time is, okay, when I bite him, we start to fly. I'm gonna use his hair. I'm gonna point him so he's gonna ram his head into the side of the Colosseum. Okay, but I jump off and I land in the water.
Wait, I've got it. So I've got these medical journals. Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And in medical journals, you see, there are certain parts of the body that if you bite, it's very, very bad.
Her mouth is wide open.
But in your case, you bite there, you win game.
I bite there, I win game.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name
There's
again?
a little place on the. Oh, I am Cypher.
Cypher. She's gonna reach into her pocket, open up a clam, and she's gonna put like she's gonna put 5 pearls in your hand. Tell me everything you know.
What is this for? Ah, yes. Very well. So you see, and then they'll pull out one of their like medical journals with like diagrams of the human body.
Mm.
I don't imagine it's much more different from tieflings. However, if you bite here at the neck, there is a point where all the blood goes. And if you bite it's very hard, then the body will go into shock. And you'll win the game.
Can I have this?
You guys aren't allowed to kill people, right?
Of course not. That's what the medical staff on standby are for.
I mean, if you bite like a major, what are those, like blood vessels?
Yeah,
Can't
arteries.
they bleed out and die?
Technically, yes, but if I give your sister one of these, and Cypher will pull out one of the greater health potions again. Use this after the ref calls game, and he'll be in no danger. Win-win.
That is an option.
We really need that crystal.
Well, that is true.
I mean, we have also just been told that they might just give it to us if we are kind and put on a good show. So just
They also requested that we pay them money. I don't know if you knew this, but do we have a lot of that? I'm
I
a
probably
little
wasn't considering
unfamiliar with how much I actually have and how
We
much it's
have a
actually. I'm very unfamiliar with
sizable
money.
amount, actually. Like a
Oh, do we
like
do?
a
Oh, okay. In that
sizable
case,
amount of money.
I have means to pay. Can I pop like the top button of my shirt, where there's just a frog sitting there in my just in between my tits that just kind of pops out?
how
I mean, that's
does
not a bad
how does a
idea.
chest pay for things? I don't understand.
A chest normally
the
contain
frog?
good things.
Some people are willing
it?
to. You know what?
For real?
Mind my business.
Don't worry about it.
Mina's present. I'll mind my business.
I see.
Mina,
So if
let's
I
go.
also pop my collar,
You guys wear
Mina, let's go get that burger. It'll be on me.
Nice!
Everyone at the table
Walk
starts
away from this
peacocking.
situation.
Literally. First of all, I see all of your outfits. You guys can have multiple outfits canonically, of course. Where are these buttons coming from?
I have a button-up shirt.
like I have a vest.
Not on the
Give
talkie.
me a second.
Yeah, I was gonna
What?
say, Benny, on the talkie, you've got like
Benny, you haven't, like,
Yeah,
your
no,
original
you're
design did have a
already
button-up
out,
shirt,
Benny.
but that is not what your talkie had.
Oh yeah, I forgot I changed it because I went a little crazy
Oh.
with it. My bad, Benny.
Okay,
Benny,
okay,
yeah, you
well,
absolutely
I
have
have-
a butt. You
I have
absolutely
an
have a
off-the-shoulder top. Do you know how easy it is to pop a titty in an off-the-shoulder top? That's easier than undoing a button.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I don't have buttons. I have a turtleneck. Let me just grab my scissors real quick and just boop window.
Yeah. Make a titty window, yeah.
Am I doing it right?
I think CHEEG and I are the only
You're not
ones
putting
with
your heart
buttons.
into it.
Okay, how does one put their heart into popping the collar? I don't have a
You
collar
don't-
to pop.
It's okay. Your heart would never be able to be.
Can I be adjusting so that more of my cleavage shows than normal?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, there's a specific art to it. I'm gonna like pose.
Can I?
Okay, can I observe Siren for a second and try
Yeah.
to like mimic what they're doing?
Mhm.
Or
I'm letting
like
my hair
get the
down
general
and playing with
vibe
it.
of what they're doing?
Could I also pose by using a mage hand to actively pop
Or
my
at the very
collar
least,
while
like-
doing a pose?
Like I'm trying to get the
Yes.
general vibe of what Siren is pulling off. I want to see if there's like a roll that I can do to like figure it out.
I'm gonna tell you what. That can be an insight check or a performance check. You've got this.
Can I-
Performance for like
Okay.
execution.
Can I
be giving advantage?
Yeah, advantage for sure.
Performance? Oh, I get advantage?
Mm-hmm.
I'll score.
Should we also or performance or whatever?
If you guys do well on your performance,
That's
I'll give
actually
Cypher.
really good. Okay.
Oh, okay. What's
This is
Cypher?
23.
Oh, all right. You know what, SQUO'MO, you can still roll. Either way, Cypher is
I'm gonna teach you how to pop a bussy.
yeah. The Cypher's looking real good, guys.
You're
Guys,
getting it.
over in Winterspire,
Pop a
some snow just
pussy.
melted.
Okay, well, if I tighten the vest here a little bit, and I cinch my belt here to make my waist smaller, and if I tighten here, I can push my bust up a little bit. Okay,
You
okay, I
gotta
think
draw
I'm getting the
this
hang
now.
of this.
Legally, you have to.
Scientifically accurate titties.
Okay, okay, and if I just cut a little hole here in my in my turtleneck like this, just rip this open a little bit more. Okay, okay, I think I got the hang of it. How'd I do, teacher?
You look great.
Ryder left.
Wonderful.
I mean, well, crowd, jury.
Hey, I'm gonna say you got a 23, right?
Mhm.
So, some people a few rows away are clapping.
I think that's a good sign.
Yay!
Let's just say if this was a different situation, people would be very happy. People would be very happy. Guys, we have to include this scene in the animated show once again.
Excellent.
Yes, it does. Anyway, guys.
It's like, yes. What else? What else does one do? Yes, just take the glasses off and just.
Oh, you really have style. It's like a classic early 2000s movie when the girl takes off her glasses and like the romantic music plays.
You were hot all along. All you had to do was take off.
The 2000s? What year is it?
Heavy,
What year is it?
Heavy is
I
going.
don't know.
So Pain came back from the sound of it.
What? Am I here? I don't know. This was
You
kinda
did the
Caleb's
accent. You just did the
accent.
accent.
No, you don't understand. Caleb is here.
Oh, Caleb is here.
Caleb's sitting at the table going, "This is good."
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, would you like Payne to be here? I don't know what.
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
know
no,
what's
no.
going on.
Okay, Caleb is there.
Caleb Teafling, what year is it? Please tell me, please.
It's 2025 right now. In
Well.
your universe, though, no fucking idea. Jegg doesn't tell me this shit.
I don't know either.
I track the days of the week for you guys.
How many weeks have gone by since the beginning of this campaign, Jegg?
That's a great
One.
question.
Like
One.
one, basically. No, we started the campaign on a Friday. I'm pretty sure it's Thursday. So
Not even one.
You guys have known each other for a week? How? What about boat travel?
you know what? No, there were a few extra days. Sorry, it's been a week since you guys decided that Donnie was going to die.
Mm.
So a week and a half.
Actually, no, I think it's still a week. Yeah, you guys have done a lot in that short amount of time. Most of it's been travel days. I'll recheck
We
my
get
math
shit
in a little
done.
bit. You get shit done. Sorry, Caleb, that my players are so sexy and cool. Like,
Damn.
no.
Damn
Late
right.
to the party.
Speaking of being cool, while everyone else is having their sex off, DELPHI did canonically take Mina and Ryder, who left because they did not get it, and went to get food. And also Sabrina is there. Not Heavy. Heavy stayed. Kid.
Heavy
Wait.
is enjoying.
Yeah, wait. Okay. CYPHER, no. Listen. Your old lady, she's been here. I've been here for a long time. You don't get rid of the glasses. No.
Oh,
That-
no.
Okay.
No, they're an accessory.
No, you gotta use them.
Yeah.
Ever heard of like an office siren? You would make
Office.
a great office siren, actually.
So I
It's
put
like-
the glasses back on, and
Yeah, and then look down at them from above the glasses.
oh,
So
okay.
you're like kind of judging them in a sexy way, you know? It's like, what is this little thing? Are you worth my time?
Make it so when they look at you, they know that you know their sins. You know every little dirty thing they've ever done.
And
You're
every
superior
dirty,
to them,
okay.
and that's hot.
yeah. And you know every dirty
Oh,
little
so
thing
like
they
this
want.
then.
Yeah. Oh.
Sure.
Huh.
Yes.
All right, everyone. I'm gonna go, but it's been good. Great job, Cypher. Heavy's walking off. You've maximized your efforts.
You've done it.
Okay,
she
I'll
can't teach
try to
anything.
put it to use. What are we trying to get again? There, yes.
Trying to get. Was this to get
I don't-
the gem from
This
Pain
is-
and
yeah.
Glory if they win? Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
This is our backup plan.
it's gone so far. So anyway, my beautiful players and everybody at home, thank you so much for watching so far. We're gonna take our intermission now. We're gonna come back at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, or 17 minutes from now. So we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.
Bum, 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 bum,
Bye.
bum.
We're back. Hello, everyone. We are back in action. Hi. Hope everyone. Hi. I hope everyone. Hello. I hope everyone enjoyed their break. There was a little bit. So, fun fact. Caleb does not always mute his mic when he's talking to ALYCIA. You guys were laughing so hard, and I have no idea what you were talking about.
Oh, I had I scooped Pom Pom off the floor, and ALYCIA called him, so I poked his head out around the doorframe corner without like showing myself, so it was just Pom Pom's head poking out from around the corner, way higher than he like normally is. And then ALYCIA was laughing at me, and then it was funny.
Good.
It was a good bit.
It's a
Good
really
bit.
good
It's a
bit.
great bit.
That's a great bit.
It was a good
guys.
bit.
It was a good bit. Nice. Very nice.
That's
Very
what we were laughing. I forgot that I didn't realize I had I thought I had muted myself, and I came back and I was unmuted. I was like, uh-oh. Oh well.
I love that so much.
I
Random
just found out one of my favorite cookies in Cookie Run Kingdom is French.
is French.
Oh, what a nightmare.
Who's French?
Which one's French, Benny?
Sorry.
I don't even remember her name.
You've
But she's-
already blocked her out.
No, I don't remember
Oh, what's that?
anyone's names.
Describe.
Oh, is it the Kira Ann cookie? The swirl? Swirl Big Sword Princess
yeah.
cookie? Yeah.
Swirl Big Sword Princess Cookie.
Mm-hmm. She's French? I gotta check now.
Apparently, according to this TikTok that says the countries where the cookies are inspired from.
Oh, yes, the dessert is French, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What a nightmare.
I'm sorry, was
To be
Korean? Was Korean not French?
Benny's
Let's
I
just say it
don't-
with a French accent.
Correct?
Yeah!
I don't pay attention to names. I pay attention to designs, and then I go, that one.
That's
That
just fair.
Yeah, that's so real and true of you, you know? You're cool for that, and I'm proud. All right. Well, with that, as you folks went through fashion with Cypher a little bit, and Delphi got her little sister some food, Pain went to their earnings. Pain, you did decently well. I'm going to say you made about 50 gold pieces, considering that was just a spar. But still really good. A lot of people were putting money on the line. This place is packed.
Mm-hmm. Cool. We split it 70-30.
Really?
And I take the 30. Well, yeah, I'm not fighting.
Oh, sorry. No. I was just like, sorry. I'm so used to like manager characters.
He also
Yeah.
he also buys me dinner most of the time. It's a good deal.
It's a good deal.
That money's going back to you.
In some way, shape, or form, it is. But no, he gets it 70-30 because I do all the accounting. I take my pay.
God. For context, guys, we've sort of set the bar for like what a good wage is for someone, based off of a while back. Ben paid someone 45 GP quarterly with room for bonuses, and so I used that to determine what is a livable wage for this world. So, you getting 50 GP and splitting it 70-30, you guys make good money from this. You live comfortably because of what you do, Payne. It's pretty good. With that, is there anything that everyone wanted to get up to? As you now know, it's the day before the tournament, so you've got a lot of time to kill. If you guys want to check anything out, like I said, there are stands up. You can meet competitors. You could find out more about this place where you are.
I'll run the shop for the portable shop for Small Fry, so he can go enjoy himself.
You see some. Yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Cool.
That first.
Cool. You see Small Fry setting up and everything, not knowing that you're going to offer to this initially, and they're stressing a little bit. You know, got everything set, taking deep breaths. Yeah. Oh.
Hello.
Hi, Cheek. What's up?
So I figured you should enjoy your vacation. And also feel a little bit of nostalgia. I could run the stand for today, so you could go enjoy yourself.
Are you sure? You
Yeah.
know, aren't you fighting tomorrow? Don't you wanna? That's very kind of you. I appreciate it. I just wouldn't want you to waste your day for me.
Don't worry about it. I wouldn't be doing anything anyways. I'd just be stressing myself out.
Okay. Yeah, okay, sure. Thanks, Cheek.
Mm-hmm. Anytime.
Lovely. As you are set up that day, I'm gonna come back to you for a few things, because this is fun. You running a magic item shop here is a great opportunity for RP. And then Liz, what was it that you wanted to do?
I wanted to just look as weak and pathetic as physically possible. I really want to play up just the sort of appearance of me being a sort of fucking nerd dork. Like I'm gonna start hunching a bit more. I'm gonna have a little bit of snot in my voice every single time I talk. Just so then people don't bet on me, so then I can bet on me and then get extra money.
Please make a performance check with advantage.
Of course, because I would never be sickly and gross. Ever. 29. I am disgusting little creature.
People look at you, and as they pass you by, you watch as, even though your hat is... Have you taken off your hat?
Not fully, because I feel like it's on my hat, but or on my head, it's sort of lopsided a little bit. So then when I sort of move and tumble and sort of fall a little bit, it sort of helps, exaggerate those motions.
You see someone reaches over, and in the brim of your hat, they drop 3 copper pieces. Someone else drops 4 copper pieces. So you are walking by. You are pitiful.
I'm not gonna use their money to gamble.
Yay!
Yay! That's it. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, that's beautiful. All right. As this is happening, and I'm, of course, going to circle back around with everybody. Anybody else doing specific things?
Selfies with the fam.
Absolutely.
I think
Yeah.
Payne is studying the tournament roster a little bit.
Absolutely.
I also want to wander around because I've got oh,
Yeah.
I have a bit.
You have
Can
a
can I find SQUO'MO? Well, I'll find SQUO'MO afterwards if you want to go first. What's Cypher doing?
Yeah, what's Cypher doing?
Oh, I was just gonna wander around and explore a bit since they're not really a fighter and they don't want to think about it.
That is so real. Okay. Nice. Maybe Benny?
Mm, can I offer to help Cheeg with the stand?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Beautiful. All right. I've got my various folks. I've got my marching order. CHEEG and SIREN running the shop. SQUO'MO looking pathetic. DELPHI with the fam. Payne setting the roster and then finding... You said you're finding Squo?
I wanna find SQUO'MO because
And,
I think this would be funny.
and then Cypher exploring. Absolutely. All right. I'm going to start just in the order of those who spoke up. So we're going to start with CHEEG with the shop along with SIREN.
So, you got a strategy for fighting?
I have ideas.
Like,
Magician and tricks and whatnot. Come on.
those aren't words. That's not ideas. That's just words. Magicians and tricks and whatnot.
Well, that's not the
thought it was
strategy. I was
fun.
making fun of the saying like a magician never reveals his tricks. You know?
Yeah. Wow. That's lame.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you've seen me fight. You probably could
Yeah. You got anything?
draw together what I'm planning.
You got anything special up your sleeve? Been
I
hiding
don't know.
something from us?
I haven't been hiding anything.
Hmm. I think one of your little things has a bomb in it. I think that's my theory.
It's an interesting one.
I can't decide if I'm gonna rely on my strength or my charisma. I feel like I could easily fluster someone,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know if I would need to.
I'm sure you could win this on strength alone.
You don't think I need to flirt? Come on, I'm good at it.
That is something that I will never deny. It is. It's like your job, though.
Well, it's a hobby turned job.
I mean, that's kind of what this whole thing is for me.
Yeah?
Well,
You had a hobby for adventuring?
this and I could sort of gesture to the shop. Both.
Yeah.
I only really got into this a year before my naming. It was kind of abrupt. We got a bunch of adventurers on the island, and our party had a prolonged stay, and their artificer taught me a bunch of things, and I had a knack for it. So I learned how to make bits and baubles.
You said before your naming?
Yeah. Oh, goblins don't aren't born with a last name, which is why I don't have the same last name as my mom or ma or pa.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, once we also don't have the same amount of we don't have the same amount of lifespan as humans, so we kind of hit that maturity age sooner. We're given a name at 6 for our naming for based on general interests and stuff like that.
Interesting.
Interest, identifying characteristics. Most of the time, it's based on job titles.
Mm-hmm. What if you grow up to not care for your original hobby or interest?
I mean, you can always legally change it. But
Does someone choose it for you, or?
yeah, it's kind of like a village thing.
Mm-hmm.
Some of your closest family all get together, they come up with different ones, and then you just pick your favorite. It's like
Gotcha.
I guess it would be like our version of like a sweet 16 or bar mitzvah.
Mm-hmm. And saying this with all respect, was it intentional? The joke available there?
I found it funny.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's recognizable.
It is.
So that
It is.
when my adventures and escapades are told around the world, no one will be able to forget them.
Yeah. The Great Spark Jorger.
Exactly.
Out there jorging that thing.
It's not about the name itself, it's about what you do with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got to choose my own name, so I guess. Well, my last name was given to me.
By whom, might I ask?
Some of the first people I encountered, it was a nickname they gave me, and I took it on.
That
Had some
tells me a
significance to
lot
them.
about their preferences, is what I'll say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were an interesting group. Very welcoming, though.
Yeah.
But Siren I chose after deciding what I wanted my purpose to be. So I guess it also fits my job.
That's pretty cool.
Mm. I'm glad I got it first try. I know people who got denied and had to go right back to the sketchboard. It's a long process.
Really? It's not just like
Well,
just
because you spend your adolescence being trained and learning and deciding on something that speaks to you, something that you want to embody. And well, I had a peer of mine who devoted themselves to justice and victory earned through combat. And they were on the luckier side because then when we go up, we propose our name and our concept, and you can get approved for both, or you can get approved for one, and then they like
Oof.
normally you can get approved for your concept, and then they tell you you need a better name.
Sounds like city zoning. Ugh.
City zoning?
Oh, well, when you're building stuff in a city, when you build places, when you build something, it has to meet certain regulations and rules and stuff like that. So that you don't end up with, like a big castle right smack dab in the middle of, a bunch of one stories.
Mm. Yeah, it kind of is like that. I mean, it's mainly for things like, not to have two exact copies. And also to make sure you're not like, I want to be the angel of evilness and I want to go down there and spread horrible, heinous things. You can't exactly be the angel of bad things. Not without at least some sort of spin.
I mean, what, like, let's see. I mean, is there like, I guess this is a weird question, but is there like are there like demon equivalents to you guys that like come up and they spread evil? They sow evil in the hearts of men?
Honestly, I was not informed much about how demons work. There's a specific course you can take on it, but they don't give it to just anyone. There's this weird thing, this idea that if we all knew, then it could shock and scare us and bring about worse things.
Well, yeah, I guess if you guys were like constantly warring with each other, it wouldn't be too great on the
Yeah.
both for us down here and for y'all up and down there.
Yeah. And I mean, well, the 7 of us currently on Earth are kind of opposites of 7 of your concepts.
What do you mean?
How many of the 7 angels on Earth do you know of?
What?
Okay. Delightful. Well, there's me, and I am affection,
Mhm.
and maybe I'll explain some others. It might make sense. There is Brutus, who is valor. There is Desiree, which is desire. We've got Jade on admiration, Lila on satisfaction, Silas on honor, and Irene for rest.
Are you guys the opposite of the 7 deadly sins?
Kind of.
I
We're
see.
the like moderated versions where it's in
I think
portion. The thing is,
I feel like it's not moderation. It's just like at what point does valor become wrath?
that is the
And stuff
thing.
like
And the 7 deadly sins are mostly mortal-made concept, which is kind of the reason we are the 7 angels on duty right now, is that we were sent to kind of correct some of these issues that, like on my end, people demonize lust very heavily. And I was sent to sort of correct the idea of what lust is and to give it a better name and to place it among the ranks of romantic affection and put the spirituality back into it. And the rest of us that's kind of the point, is that these concepts have been sort of fucked over by the idea that they are wrong and should be avoided full sail. And so, when everyone's shouting, well, sloth is sin and it's evil, then we have 1,000 people working too hard, and we need to send Irene in so that they can be reminded that rest is good. And sure, if you do nothing, then you won't be fulfilled, but you have to pause.
I still think a lot of it has to do with perception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have to correct the perceptions, or else people will drive these things into the ground. And a lot of them, I mean, a good portion of it is rather helpful, and it encapsulates a lot of the goodness of life.
Prefer the positive take on things, yeah.
Of you find this part of your conversation coming to a breath, at least. There is a sound of just heavy machinery, footsteps, like 10 sets of plate armor in one. And as they come closer and closer to the shop, the two of you look up and see, standing 10 feet tall over you, a suit of armor.
Howdy.
Hello
What can we do for
there.
you?
Hi. Pardon me, I am I am the Iron Maiden.
Oh, that's fun.
Awesome.
Thank you. I was just wondering if you maybe had anything. I'm kind of all teched out, but I saw that this was an artificer stand, and I didn't know if you had anything. Maybe I could up my game before the big fight.
Yeah. What would you be looking for? More. I'm assuming you wouldn't want anything in the armor department. Would you want something to make you a little faster or something like that?
That would be really great, actually. I'm quite the slowpoke. I mean, I can fly, but it's like slow flight.
What do I got for that, Jegg?
So glad you asked. Now, here's the thing. Looking over Small Fry's supply, there does seem to be a scroll of haste available. It would take concentration to cast, but that's something. I will say, if you want to make something on the fly, I would absolutely let you make a check and be like, all right, this is what it does. But you've got a scroll, you've got some various items that could have spells inscribed on them. You know, boots, pendants, the like. But that's the closest thing to what she's asking for.
Could I enchant a pair of boots that could only cast Thunder Wave downwards, like extending from the soles, in order to essentially, literally, to launch the user forward?
I love that, absolutely. Okay, lovely. Yeah, make a check with advantage, because that's really cool.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna keep up conversation with the customer so it seems like it doesn't take so long.
So anyway, yeah, what about you guys? Are you just vendors or are you participating as well? I haven't really met many
We're
people.
just stopping by and, we're participating tomorrow.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, yes, it is. I guess it is tomorrow. I got a little excited, so I came here in the full suit, and it's very hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would bet. You would hope they had, like, lockers or something.
right. But
I mean, is your housing somewhere close?
kind of. Well, no, the thing is, I kind of had to charter a boat here. This is well,
Right.
I'm not. I don't really have an established brand yet. This is my Mark One, you know.
Oh,
Yes.
Hmm.
new adventure?
I try. Well, I want to be. We'll see. One day, maybe.
Hmm.
Oh, you're an artificer?
Kind of. I mean, I didn't really go to school for it. Everything I know, I've learned myself.
Neither did I.
Nice.
uh,
Okay. That makes me feel better.
it's, listen, schools, I mean, they're helpful if you don't already know how to do like a lot of stuff. It's helpful for it. But like, school's never gonna beat experience, you know.
True. I hear artificer work is far more efficient with, like, apprenticeships. Getting
Well,
really hands-on.
schools are great at getting you internships and stuff in the door, especially if you want to go into like trades and stuff like that. But adventuring takes, I guess, a bit less rigid of a mindset, I would say.
Hmm.
Thank you for that.
In fact, most of the artificers I meet out on the road just learned from themselves. It's more the ones that work in like shop in a lot of like more like weapons shops and stuff like that. Some of them work in factories and stuff like that. That's where the school guys go. It's more steady, stable work than adventuring.
I see. Thank you very much
That's
for
not
that.
to,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's not to say that adventuring is not a great path. It's fun. It's awesome. You
Hmm.
get to see stuff that you never would see if you just sat in a factory all day. Set your own hours.
I've met quite the cast of people.
Exactly. People are like the best and worst part. I guess it's the same thing working in a shop.
Now, you know what? I'm going to take that. That is very good advice that you've given me. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
As you're telling her this, Cheek, how did you roll, by the way?
I got a 27.
Nice.
That plus 10 on Tinkers goes crazy.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Let's see. I'm gonna say these boots are a lot like that first pair of boots you got, where it gives you a flat bonus to your speed while wearing them. But I'm also gonna say they have that sort of launching property, where as a bonus action you can, yeah.
I would say it's like 15 feet. Like, or, yeah, 15 makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I know you could already fly. So instead of giving you something to like, I guess, move through the ground faster, I figured you probably want to do more stuff in the air. So these should increase how fast you fly, and maybe they should also work on the ground. But and you can cast Thunder Wave from them, only straight down, um, or more like wherever you're aiming your foot, and you'll be launched in the direction, 15 feet in that direction.
Wow.
Get
Thank
3 of
you.
those a day.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Okay, let me see what they have. And they are going to give you 300 gold pieces.
I will take 300 gold. I am going to take 50 for commission, and then the 250 will go back in the shop.
Wonderful. Lovely. All right, very nice.
And I won't take commission on stuff that is already made.
That is super fair. Well done. You take your gold and reinvest the rest into small fry. As you sort of go from this scene to the next, we see the ever pathetic SQUO'MO Guman.
She is up right now.
Oh, pardon me. Well, then why don't I start with the next person on the list, and we'll come back to SQUO'MO when it's Payne's turn.
That's good.
Cool. DELPHI,
Heyo.
you're spending time with the family. You brought Mina
Yes.
back. Yes. Did you get anything for yourself, or did you just get food for Mina?
You know what? I also got a burger.
Nice. I like to imagine that you paid for Mina's food, and then Sabrina paid for you, or you know. Or if you paid, she covered the tip, but either way, she threw some gold in your pocket. A rider caught up with you folks at one point, not really saying much, but they're around. Before you know it, you find yourself in front of Cora, Selkie, and then the twins, Marissa and Nerissa. Selkie looks over at you. Oh, you made it. Oh, that's good. I wasn't really sure. Mina, you did so good. I am learning so much about biting people.
One of my friends gave her a medical book.
Yeah, I knew you did something. Okay. That's nice, Mean. I am going to be a very busy woman. Please. She sits down with her sandwich. Don't talk to me, Selkie. And she just takes a bite as she puts her head in the book. Selkie looks at you with eyes wide, grinning. Wow. Great job, DELPHI.
You know, what was I gonna do? Tell her now. It's gonna help her win fights.
Sabrina's gonna nod and sort of lean in. DELPHI has been a good influence through and through. Oh, it's you. Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be her?
Yeah, no, it'll be fun. And Selkie sort of turns. The twins peer over for a moment, but you see they are currently, they're doing something. You see them writing on paper between the two of them, passing it back and forth. What's your passive perception?
13.
It looks like they are writing a cheer for Mina when she goes on during her fights tomorrow.
Aw.
They are the bards. Cora is going to tap your shoulder. Hey, long time no see. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So, small fry. What can you tell me?
Got that boy nervous. You nervous wreck. Boy? Sorry, Jegg boy? Wait.
They're kind of gender fucky.
Gender fucking.
I default to the they them, but we have used he
They
him
them.
before, and
Oh,
I'm cool. I
okay.
believe she her is good too. So yeah.
You've got the kid a nervous wreck.
Oh, good, good. I was worried that I wasn't on their mind. I'm not
No,
actually.
trust.
You what? Yeah.
I was gonna say, trust me, you are.
I'm not actually like scaring them off, am I? I mean,
No, it's not you. I think it's just like first relationship jitters. I'm assuming. I don't know Small Fry all that well, but it doesn't seem to be you specifically. It seems to be the concept of a date.
yeah. You've got them feeling like a fish out of water. As Gilbert pipes up from what seems to be a little container attached to her satchel, a little fishbowl. They look up. I know that if it were me, I would be finished before I even started. Oh, Gilbert, it's okay. And she's sort of gonna pet his weird little head. Okay, as long as you're sure, Delphi.
I may have only been in one relationship ever, but it's going pretty well.
Sabrina leans in. Oh, so well.
Delphi gives Sabrina a little kiss on the cheek. Sorry.
No, it's great. It's great. So, like, how can I put it? She's gonna lean in. How does what do they call it? Bedroom stuff work.
Oh my god.
And we're gonna cut, I think. God. All right. Pain. You were studying the roster. And
Yes.
you know it well. I can tell you who's fighting who in what order. The question is, do you want me to tell you out loud, or do you want me to keep it in our DMs, Caleb?
I will leave that up to you. And can you please put it in your DMs anyway, because I will likely forget.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But also, if you want to read it out loud, feel free to, because I might have questions about like who this person is, like what do they specialize in? And then I will go find my I'm gonna go take a walk to see if I can find any of the people I recognize from earlier. Because
Yeah.
I have a skill of, you know, knowing this roster quite well. And I might be able to help them. And obviously they want something from us, so
Yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely. All right.
kind of helping them get it themselves.
No, absolutely. All right. You get a look at the roster, which I'm going to say will eventually be public, so the others will be able to get this info later. So I will just say it out loud. For Glory, their first match is versus CYPHER.
Oof.
Mina's first match is versus SQUO'MO.
Mhm.
And SIREN is going against CHEEG. There are also other names that maybe you don't recognize. some of them use, well, they're not really names as much as they are titles. For example, we have the Iron Maiden versus the Hammer. And then you have, in just the tiniest little handwriting, someone named Emery versus the Ram. And those are the 6 matchups that you see that are posted on this page. You would imagine that there would be a few more because the final fight was posted to be a 2v1, but for some reason this listing is incomplete.
Well, I mean, I would assume that we'd have to get through the first round of fights before, and then take the victors from each of those fights and put them in the second roster, and so on and so forth until you get those final 2v2.
It's a 2v1, so technically right now there are too many. If everyone in this roster fought, then there would be 3 people left over. So there's,
The math is not mathing.
Exactly. But there's information missing. So from what you can tell, either that means they don't have it organized or not enough people have signed up yet.
Well, I hope more people sign up in time. I will tuck this into my robe pocket and wander out and go check out some of the stalls or something and just wander the streets.
Absolutely.
Trying to look for familiar faces.
You look around for familiar faces and you see the strangest thing. What seems to be a human puddle on the ground. Or rather, a human woman who is just the equivalent of a soaking wet cat. One of the people from the party. You think SQUO'MO, according to the listing, as... Well, that certainly looks like a SQUO'MO. SQUO'MO, people have been walking past you for so long.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, they're not just throwing money. Someone gave you a blanket, but, it's kind of itchy. Someone gave you some popcorn. You got a business card.
Everything just kind of gets wet when it touches me at this point.
Yeah.
The blanket is soaking. The business card is falling apart. The popcorn is soggy. I'm just kind of...
I've never seen a strategy quite like this. Are you part water genasi, or is that more magic? Or are you just like that?
This is pure mucus, baby. No, I'm just like this.
Hot?
I'm gonna make so much money off myself.
Yeah, I think you'd have to win the fight first.
Uh-huh. Can I flex?
Mm-hmm. You flex and... Damn.
That is a good -3 to strength.
Pretty good, pretty good. I roll up my stream and I flex with my 0 strength as well. Except for I'm covered in these tentacle tattoos. And I go, I'm just like, you know,
That is
knowing
fair.
you're
Hey, game is game. I cannot diss you for that.
yeah. I was actually looking for you. I
don't want to join Tentacle.
What? No, I was going to say you look like the gambling type of woman.
Perchance.
I was going to ask if you wanted to join me, backstage, of sorts.
And this is not about tentacles?
This is not about tentacles. Unless, of course, you're into that, and which we can make that an arrangement as well, but that was not my proposal.
Chasing the bag only.
So we think alike.
Sec o coins I gargle. Yes, let's go. Have good time.
I'll hold out a hand to help her up.
Lovely.
I'll fucking go.
My hand is equally as cold and wet. For some obscure reason.
I'll slime it up. I'll give you some Nickelodeon ooze, some back.
I assume because like there's probably a pretty big gambling / betting scene because this is the entire economy of this island Coliseum place is based off of people fight each other for money, right? That's the entire environment. I assume that there is some sort of betting ring. And I would like to take SQUO'MO there, and my goal is to try and like immediately find people who are willing to either sponsor her or Mina, and like we like kind of work together. But my goal is to like try and get as much money for SQUO'MO as we can by lying and deceiving them. And Payne does kind of like turn, like if it comes to it, he'll like, you know, show like pull like the robe off his shoulder for a little bit, showing that just BDSM gear he's wearing underneath, you know, depending on the person. I want to influence the masses in hopes to help SQUO'MO win.
I want you to roll a persuasion check with advantage because sexy.
Yes. What is my persuasion? Not bad.
Would you like me to perchance help and I persuade as well?
I think we work together. Can we give each other advantage? Is this how it works?
I gotta be honest. I think between the wet cat and the sexy routine, you both already have advantage.
Shout out actor feats. I am normally only somewhat.
Okay, cool. 12. I can't roll. I got a 7 twice.
Is it persuasion?
Yeah. You can roll performance, SQUO'MO, as per usual.
It is exactly the same.
Nice.
Advantage. You said.
Yeah, advantage. Yeah. So that was an out one and 17. Okay. You're all gathering around. And Payne, what's the shtick like? What are you doing here to bring people in?
I've probably done this circle a few times. Trying to get people to either bet on Glory to raise his pot, or bet on the enemy and have like, or like that, or like I try to get my hand into the enemy's pot if it's like one of those days where like Glory's like, I'm not feeling it, and then like I'm like, cool, we're gonna get some money from the enemy, then I'm gonna go work my magic, so we still get an even pay. Like Payne's probably done this hundreds of times, so the people there probably know him, and they probably know that he's like pretty confident in what he believes in. And so he could probably get away with flirting and promising drinks to people, to like certain people. That, or he just talks straight strategy with others who are here also for just numbers. Like they're really, I've been here for, I think, what was it, 3 years? I don't remember what we wrote. Was it 3 years?
Yeah.
Payne's been doing this full time for 3 years. They know him. There's no way they don't.
So, and just to be clear, you were trying to get people to bet against SQUO'MO and for
I'm
Mina,
trying to get.
or
I'm trying to get. Yeah, some people to. I'm trying to get some people to vote. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to raise SQUO'MO's pot so that she makes more than what she normally
Could
would.
I?
I see.
So like if her pot was 50, if her pot was like
Yes.
50, I want to raise her pot to like 100, 150. That's my goal.
Yeah, because I want to put at least 200 gold essentially worth of Electrum on myself. And then I'm going to be going around and I want to pretend and essentially attempt to do like a deception to be like to make it seem as if I believe that this is actually Pain going around being like, "Oh yeah, no, this is my good friend SQUO'MO who's very strong."
Mhm.
In reality, you're sort of showing everyone that I am a weak little baby bitch, and I want to
Exactly.
pretend that I don't know that that's what's happening.
I love that.
May I attempt
Yeah.
that good?
Yes, I mean, you both have made your rolls, so the 12 and the 17 is what we've got for that. Play this scene for me.
I go to the richest man in the room. Not richest, second richest. We're gonna work our way up. Man or woman, in the room. And I will have like, I will be holding kind of onto SQUO'MO's arm a little bit. I do walk with a cane, so and I'll be all like, did you hear? There's a new mage entering this tournament. She's quite unstoppable. Have you met the world's one and only SQUO'MO Guman?
Hello, I am SQUO'MO Guman, and I want to reach out my hand that's still somewhat slimy. Oh, sorry. And then I want to wipe it on my pant leg. For it to like I'll wipe it off a couple times, and then I'm gonna stick my hand out, and it's gonna be even more slimy than it was before, and I'm gonna not notice it.
Yeah. All right. You see this
Yeah.
woman. She is getting a good look at you. She has rabbit ears. All right. It's a rabbit folk of some kind. And you see she seems to have a little metallic device with a strap holding it. So she's got a camera. It's a pleasure to meet you. Hi there. What are you?
Hello.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Is that okay to ask?
I'm an adult person, human female.
I see. You
I'm
and
a
I,
woman.
we have the same
Yes.
cadence. So where are you from?
I am from. Oh, I'm from. The main continent,
Right.
close to here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the far. Well, technically, my family's from the far west, but then I grew up more southern bound. I traveled a lot in my life.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, it's nice to meet you. And then I'm sorry, you are.
Yeah, I'm not doing the best, but hey, I'm here.
So you're trying to drum up some support because you are.
Yeah, support. I
Like,
Why
can
don't
help. I can
you?
do good. I'm
What
gonna
about?
go get a drink.
Yeah.
You can talk to
Uh,
your compatriot for a bit.
um,
I'm gonna walk away to the bar.
when SQUO'MO leaves, I like kind of lean in, and I go. In all fairness, she's going against a melee fighter, Mina, the one who fought Glory earlier today.
oh, the little.
Mhm.
Okay, right.
At least that well, he didn't hear it from me, but uh, I he didn't hear it from me, but I have reason to believe Mina has nearly no offense against a mage. And without any magic defense. SQUO'MO's quite slippery.
What? She has no defense against a mate? She doesn't have anything? Okay.
Not my sources were able to disclose. And they were quite close. Relatives even.
Oh. All right then. Well, thank you for the heads up. I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Enjoy the party.
I will.
Polite smile. And then I will kind of maneuver back to school. We kind of do this ping-ponging between
Yeah.
people. And like
Wow.
my tactic changes depending on like, the person, but
It's good. I feel
sorry, you want to say Liz?
No,
Liz?
I feel like at some point I would just start as I would leave, I would go up to another person and then sort of say hi, introduce myself, do the whole gambit, and then you would come in and be like, "Hey, sorry about my friend," and then you would talk to them for a minute after, and then I would leave and go walk to the next person.
Mhm.
Yeah. And we do this for like an hour.
Get into
Uh,
the rhythm of it.
Mhm.
And
After a while, how much do you think I might have been able to pull for SQUO'MO?
I'm going to say, with your 12, but SQUO'MO's 17, you're able to get it to about... We're going to say 100. So, not great necessarily, but I will say part of that is because as you were going around, it does seem that while some individuals were compelled, others took what you were saying, and it seems they may have signed up for the tournament. So take that as you will.
Perfect.
Yay.
We were looking for some others to fill that space anyway. On our way out, on our way out, I will just be all like, "You're a pretty good actor."
Thank you. I think I am fucked now. There is not much I can do against a lot of those people.
Okay, but you only fight one person at a time in the tournament. There are rules.
Yes.
You just need to focus on Mina. That's the only person you're going to be going up against.
I just
In
hope
round 2,
I hope for round 2 I get a good roll of spells as well.
I will roll the spells.
A roll of spell. Yeah, you know how like you every day you like roll for your spells.
My spells are limited to what the monster wishes I can allows me to use on whatever given day.
Let the monster out. Let that beast out of the cage. Unzip the beast.
You don't want that.
I don't, but I'm sure someone might.
It's been satiated recently. I have no reason to let her out just yet. We should maybe head back and try
Are
to
we
find
still
more.
talking about your peanuts?
Oh no, I'm talking about the actual monster that lives under my skin.
And we're not talking about your peanuts.
No, unless you're. Sorry, was that a version of flirting?
No.
I
I
had
was
to.
just genuinely curious. I feel at this point, Squam has been like squinting at you, and like is eyeing your specifically like eyeing you up and down, trying to look for your friend.
You're trying to find the
Yeah.
genital
Lori?
area is crazy.
Yeah.
I'll like roll up my sleeve and I'll be like, look, and then like I'll show you the tattoo. And
Holy
then it
shit,
just
the
starts
clitoris
to
is
like
on the
move, and it starts to move, and you can see it like kind of pushing my skin a little bit, as if there's like something physically underneath Payne's skin that is moving around, and that's why he has it super like bound and tightly sealed. It's like wiggling a little bit, but it can't like move because of all the leather that he's wrapped in.
I've had a trip like that before. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to see it did not last only the 24 hours.
No, it's been like this for about 3 years ever since I woke up, so you get used to it after a while. The pain isn't as bad anymore.
Yes. Can I try to like poke the fucking bulge of where it is?
Ow! No. I'm kidding. That was a joke.
I have committed unforgivable crimes.
No, SQUO'MO!
I have. There is no hope for a sinner like me, except for death on battlefield.
I hope not. In fact, you kind of have to win if you want to get that money. You've got 200 gold waiting for you.
How much is so 400 electrum? That's pretty good. I'll take that. Highly speak in the real currency, not any of that, not that Canadian shit.
As Payne struggles out to break character.
Caleb almost came out there.
Caleb almost came out. The real beast beneath Payne's skin.
Let's go find their friends. I want to go check out the market.
And with that, we're gonna cut over to someone who's been exploring, CYPHER. Hi, Alicia.
Oh. Hello.
So, what was CYPHER looking for specifically, if anything?
I think they're honestly just trying to distract themselves. They're not a fighter.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know, maybe they're trying to use their newly taught skill to see if they can get more people to agree to give them the crystal if they win.
Absolutely. You are...
Since they're convinced they're not winning that fight. There's no fucking way.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Alright, sounds good.
Other ways of persuasion.
That's literally my whole character. I don't know if you knew that yet.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Alright, it's gonna be a 23.
Beautiful. And did I make sure to give you advantage because of your sexy apparel from everybody?
Yeah, you said
Good.
advantage.
Good, good. All right. 23 as you're going about. People look at you, CYPHER, but many of them are too flustered to even approach. You take steps and they step back themselves, they slip into the restroom, they put their heads down, not out of a disdain for you, but just that genuine sense of admiration that becomes repulsion because what if you say the wrong thing and fuck it up in front of Mr. Sexy? However,
I am now intimidating. Good to know, good to know.
at one point, you are approached, or rather you feel a presence just behind you. A shadow sort of looms over you for a moment. Excuse me.
Ooh, hello there.
You turn around and you see, standing in all black, with a hat, mask, a rapier at his side, blue. That is to say, blue fur. Standing on top of a barrel with a hat with ram horns on them, you see a tabaxi.
Hey, pardon me. I don't mean to be too forward. I just want to say, the way you present yourself is amazing. You are stunning, and I hope someone has let you know.
I am flattered. Thank you so much.
Of course. What brings you here, if you don't mind my asking?
I'm in search of allies. Perhaps you could help me?
He looks you once over, extending a hand.
I am certainly interested. I am the Ram. What is your name?
CYPHER.
CYPHER.
CYPHER Dreamer.
It is a pleasure to meet you, CYPHER Dreamer. Yes,
Likewise, Ram.
You say Ram, and the fur sort of stands up on his arm, and he pats it down.
In what way do you need an ally? Do you mean in the
Well,
tournament?
there's a prize that the winner of this competition will receive. It's not the money I'm interested so much as it's one of the items that they're offering as tribute.
I see. You would like this prize?
Very much so, yes. Swear your allegiance, and the money will be yours regardless of wins. Sound like a deal?
He stares at you, CYPHER.
It would be an honor. May I?
And he reaches for your hand.
Yeah, go on.
Squeezes it. And he's going to gently plant a kiss on the back of your hand.
You have a friend in me.
I'm honored to have such a flatterer.
I must be off to prepare, but until we meet again.
I look forward to it. Best of luck, Ram.
He is going to sort of leap up from the barrel, and then you see him jump over some of the tents that are set up before sort of disappearing into the shadows. All right, you have an ally who will give you the gem if they win.
Cool beans.
Cool beans, cool beans. All right, let's see. Cheek Shop and Siren, Squo Pathetic, Delphi Fam, Pain to Study roster, Squo's there, CYPHER Exploration. We've got about 15 minutes left before end of session. Folks, was there anything else? I know Pain mentioned the shops. If you wanted to stop over by CHEEG, that's up to you, Caleb. Unless we don't want to run that scene. Up to you guys. What are we thinking?
I mean, Payne's idea is to make rounds and try to find every one of this party in hopes to, like, you know, just get to know them a bit more and let them, you know, like, kind of figure, like, help them in whatever way that they can.
Yeah.
Because I know this game, apparently.
You know this game. Or at the very least,
I've played this game before. I know the rules.
Please get
yes. Very good, very good. All right.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. I know that Chi got up, but if Chi maybe went to the bathroom, you know, maybe Siren is watching over the stand. Maybe Benny.
Yeah.
Baby Benny, you're in charge of the hot dog stand.
All right. As Baby Benny stands before God and the courtroom today. Siren, you see the familiar silhouette of one SQUO'MO Gooman. Not to mention Pain, the pink tiefling, sort of making their way through the market.
Ah, my friends.
Oh, hello. Oh,
Hmm.
I wasn't
Ye-
expecting to see you running the shop.
Oh, I'm not. I don't do this normally. I just offered to help out because I had
Ah,
nothing else to do. And CHEEG is just a couple steps away.
oh, that makes sense. What kind of shop is it?
Magic items and such. It's, CHEEG's really good with artifice work. So they've got, they can commission, you can get them commission something, if you have specific needs, you can get gear fixed up, or you could buy something hot off the press.
Hmm.
You were interested in my story a bit earlier, if I do remember.
Well, I was. I mean, it's not every day that I see an angel walking around in all respects.
Oh, you've ruined my game. I was going to try to make you guess where I was from.
Ah, the wings gave it away. Apologies.
Mm-hmm. Are you familiar with the angels that are here?
I wasn't aware there were angels here. I've
No.
met plenty of demons and devils, but not one angel. Not yet, at
Interesting.
least.
Well, then I'll give you this. Can you guess what I'm the angel of?
Um, Do I get a hint?
After your first incorrect guess.
Uh, you hate people in love, and we're watching battle?
Oh, goodness, no. My hint, I'll give you a free one to say that I was making a joke by saying I hate people in love. But my hint is some people confuse me with a demon.
Oh, an angel of lust?
Correct? Adjacent, at least. Affection, romance, lust. The realm.
In- that is interesting.
Thank you.
Hmm.
And what's your deal?
I'm a secretary.
Just a secretary?
A secretary who likes to have fun.
Hmm.
But I'm not a fighter. I
More
do
of a
more
lover?
of yeah. Yes, I guess so.
Hmm.
I yeah, I guess you could say so. I my form of uh, love is not the right word to to use to describe what I do.
Hmm.
I enjoy myself with others from time to time.
I
They're
see.
not
Less about love, more about physicality.
exactly, and it's very fun. Though I can only do it with certain people. They get a little bit freaked out after a while, which fair enough.
Really? Could I?
Yeah.
I'm a bit intrigued. What's freaky about it?
Hmm.
What's your poison?
I suppose my question would be, could you handle mine? But there's a monster of sorts living under my skin. It enjoyed affection in the same way I do. And
Metaphorically or literally?
Literally. I'll like roll up my sleeve again to show the tattoos that are squirming underneath my skin.
That is interesting. Like a parasite, but for
Sex.
sex. Yeah.
Yeah. It
Hmm.
originally it would satiate itself on blood. And then I learned that there was a safer and more efficient way to keep it under my control.
Interesting. Unfortunately, I'm here on business, or else I would offer a meal.
Well, that's unfortunate because I'm very interested in what that meal would look like. You're not like none of your group, respectively, have been like any person I've met before.
Hmm.
You're all
Do you
unique
have
in
a
this.
spell phone?
A spell phone? Do
Is
Jegg?
that
Jegg?
Hey.
am I getting it right? Is that what they're called in this one?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Jegg, do I have a
looked back
phone?
and-
I don't know.
Ascending stone.
Okay, you just call it a sending stone. Gotcha.
Yeah, fun fact, Tony invented spell phones, and then I turn around and I've been like, I want them to be rocks. They're rocks.
They were rocks in campaign
Well, then-
1, and then you were like, I want cell phones
Yeah,
in campaign
no,
2.
they're rocks. They're fucking rocks. I will
But-
die on this hill. They're rocky talkies. That's because they're fucking sending stones.
Yeah.
Rocky talkies.
They're rocky talkies.
I
They're
made
rocks.
them into.
Then
Listen,
I'll ask, do you have a stone?
Do I have a stone, Jack?
pick a gem.
Is that a thing Rose quartz.
You have a rose quartz sending stone, yes.
Yeah, I'll pull it out of my sleeve.
Let's see.
I'm gonna
What
put my
was the
number.
argument?
What was that?
Huh?
What was the argument?
Oh, I was basically explaining that in this world, I'm not making them like techie like spell phones. I really like that they're sending stones and they're like rocks, and you guys all have different kinds of rocks and stuff, as opposed to being like get your number, you know. Yeah.
Mhm.
But yes, Payne, as you get back from the from the bathroom, from getting a pretzel,
Yeah.
whatever you were doing.
No, we should connect sometime.
I'm gonna
I'd
put my
love to hear
my
your story.
contact in your phone with a little heart next to it.
It is does not work like that. Well,
But
It does in my heart.
I have Siren's contact now. That's what it is.
you know what? No.
I'm going to very excitedly talk about this to Glory later.
Lovely.
I'm
You
going to like autistically yap.
You sync up your phones, and every time you think of Siren while holding the stone, the little heart pops up at the holograph.
Damn it. My shape is also a heart. We're twins.
Oh.
Except for like I'm like,
We can have the different colors. I'll be purple, you be pink.
oh, that's perfect. Okay, yeah. I've never met someone like me before. This is kind of fun.
Right?
You're like me, but like an angel, and I'm like you, but the devil.
Yeah.
It's just like
That's
the
fun.
succubus. It's the succubus bloodline in me. I swear.
Oh, cheek.
Oh,
We've got company.
I was actually interested
Hi,
in looking at
Dawn.
your stock.
Well, I'm good. I can show you around. What are you looking for?
That's you craft things, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What if I got you to commission me something cool for make my cane cool? I don't know in what way that would be, but that might be fun.
Cool.
Is this a free project? I can do whatever I want with it.
Go for it. I'd love to see your creativity shine. I'll hand it over.
Nice.
Okay. How about this? I'll get this back to you at the top of the morning.
You know what? I think I can work with that. I'm very interested now. Do you need a down payment on gold, or will the crystal be enough?
How about? Oh, this is for trading it for the crystal in case you're a guy.
I mean, I will also pay you. This is business.
Oh,
I was
I
asking.
only
I was asking if I
if-
could have a discount of sorts. That's
Oh, absolutely. In fact, here's what I'll say. Whatever my idea is, and whatever I get to you, you pay whatever you want for it, but you have to guarantee that we get the crystal. 1000%.
I swear on the deepest part of the seas that
Awesome.
that crystal will be in your hands one way or another.
Awesome.
Cool.
As you make this vow to one another. I'm just gonna reach out real quick because I haven't in a while. Beyond Fantasy subscribed.
Oh.
Oh,
They once
that's a
again.
bad message to not read.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read it, Jay. You gotta stop saying that, Jay. But they said after
So is
that.
it about the milestone?
Yeah,
I was not talking about I was talking about the sub itself. I said that's a bad message to not read.
Yeah. 2 months until milestone. Get excited, chat. Buying my way into friendship. A 48-step guide. Yeah.
Yippee!
Yes, the Ko-fi stream bot, which, fun fact, I don't remember setting up, but we've just had for a while. Which, I mean, I'm glad. I'm glad it's connected to my Ko-fi. I don't remember adding it, but that's nice.
I remember you adding that.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, I'm so glad that my wife is here. Hi, Draw.
Hi.
Anyway, Jay said, "Shut up, Ko-fi bot. No one loves you." I love Ko-fi bot. I've never gotten money on Ko-fi to my knowledge, but
You don't even remember setting up Ko-fi bot.
well, that's because no one uses Ko-fi bot. But if you at home wanna, instead of giving half of your money to Jeff Bezos, ever want to make a donation to the channel, it goes directly to me occasionally sending my friends money because we don't make enough from this for me to pay them yet. But sometimes I buy them coffee. Those who let me. I'm looking at you, Ben and Benny. One of these days, I'm going to get your contact information. One of these days.
I'll never get over that one morning that Jegg sent me the largest coffee I'd ever seen in my life. I didn't even know that they sold extra large coffees at Tim's.
Yeah, you got it American style.
It was the most confusing
Extra
morning I
large
think I ever
double
had.
bubble. Oh my, sorry, you just brought back memories of my past. I don't want to.
I'm so sorry.
God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to wake you up like that.
And
I'm so
off the
sorry.
PTSD flashbacks.
I'm
Poor
sorry.
Liz.
I didn't mean to.
Guys, I've yet to work in coffee. Maybe one of these days. It seems like a nightmare.
It is.
You should do it. You should do it. It'd be a great opportunity.
It's a good
to learn.
character builder experience, but God, do I want to murder someone after a while?
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
I feel like it's earned after a certain point.
They should be able to kill at least one person per year.
Just one.
Just one.
Just one pardon.
Yeah.
That would also.
Yeah.
That would also help a lot when it came to no thought. Don't leave me. It'll come back. It'll come back next week, whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come back later.
Yeah. All right. With that, it is 12:02. Oh, sorry, we have to do something. Jay said Jegg randomly sent me $10 and said, "Get a coffee," and I just wonder if she knows how much a coffee costs.
He absolutely does.
I do.
Guys, I can assure you, Jegg knows how much a coffee costs. She gets so many of them.
I do less these days, but yes. Oh,
yes, no,
anyway,
that's true.
That's true. That is true. I appreciate that, Liv. Jay redeemed Wild Magic Surge and said, "Anyway, twink." So that means you, Caleb. Or ALYCIA, but I mean Caleb. It makes the
Wait,
most sense here.
Wouldn't Twink be Twink?
That's
Twink?
3. That's
There
3
you go.
people.
Applied
Different
to
people
happen.
in the name.
We get a little
Yeah.
specific.
Yeah, we get a little bit more
Twink in the
specific
name.
which twink you're talking about in this context.
Oh,
Benny,
fuck.
there we go. Okay.
Sorry. It's like,
I
sorry.
don't know.
One with Twink in
What
the
do you
name.
mean, dumbass? Yeah, their name is
Oh.
Twinkshine, but Caleb is guesting today, and also look at Alicia's character after we established.
We did sex up Alicia's character.
Exactly. If any, today is the day to get confused. Okay, Siren. I need a D100.
Okay.
I'm glad we
For the
did
goddess,
flirt
I
a
have
little
faith.
bit.
Oh,
Even if
yeah.
it was just a little bit, I'm glad we flirted a little bit.
We flirted by networking,
Yeah.
which is makes so much sense for the situation.
We were like,
84.
oh my God, we're networking. This is great. We're besties.
Caleb's.
I
Two
want to take
freaks gotta
I
find
want
each other.
to take Siren out for a coffee and just like talk about our hobbies together. Like, I don't even want to sleep with them. I just want to be all like, girl, we need to like sit down and talk about our hobbies because I don't get to talk about this with anybody else.
Please, we need someone to talk kink with.
Exactly.
God.
My number was 84.
84.
Mhm.
As you're talking, as you're chatting, all seems to be going well. You hear her voice in your mind.
Fuck her.
The archipelago whispers to you. I'm feeling peckish. I need CHEEG, SQUO'MO, and Pain to all take damage. Benny, roll a d10.
What? No. That's an 8. This wouldn't count as an attack scene with.
So, I don't think so. You rolled
That's
an 8
gay.
on. Oh, I'm so sorry. You rolled an 8.
Completely reasonable decision, by the way.
Of
It's
course.
just also gay.
Yeah, CHEEG, SQUO'MO, and Pain. You all take 8 points of necrotic damage.
Mm-hmm.
Siren,
Ow.
you take, because you're at full health, you get 24 temporary hit points.
Ah, fuck you, Jegg Minecraft.
That is over a third of my health points.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, I don't know what happened. I can heal you guys. Start lay on handsing people.
Absolutely. You have 30 points of lay on hands, so easily you're able to get everyone back up.
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Fucking voice. Jesus.
And on that note, I think that's where we're going to end it off this week. Siren, there's a little mirror as part of the temporary shop setup. For a split second, you catch a reflection, and those hearts are not there. Just for a second.
I'm like intensely checking my face.
But with that, yeah, that's where we're wrapping up this week. Hey, everybody, thank you so much for joining us for Adventures in the Avaricious Archipelago. I've been here with my wonderful crew and a guest. We're going to do the outro real quick. Jay said, best stream ever. I come into stream in the last 3 minutes and hear my wife in mind stab 3 whole guys. Yeah, pretty great, Jay. But yes, I've been here with Ben as CHEEG,
Oh,
ALYCIA as CYPHER,
Oh,
Draw as DELPHI,
Heyo.
BENNI as SIREN,
I
Liz as SQUO'MO,
Hello.
and Caleb as Pain.
Hi.
I've been your DM, Jegg. Fun little thing. In case it wasn't obvious, I took some liberties with the NPCs for this tournament arc. And so, in case you didn't catch on, Iron Maiden is just Tony in an Iron Man Mark 1 suit, yeah.
I was noticing some familiar accents.
And then the Ram, that is just Ramsey, but I turned him into a little cat guy. Turned him into a little blue cat. Ramsey's personality was very much influenced once Puss in Boots: The Last Wish came out. I need to make it so clear.
I remember you would not stop talking about that movie.
It made me so happy, you have no idea. It was such great inspiration. Anyway, yeah, everyone, please check out everybody's links. They're very cool. Also, for those of you who don't know, Caleb is actually part of a group channel with me where we put these streams. I run Adventures in the Avaricious Archipelago, a treasure hunting campaign for D&D. And Caleb, you run a little something. You want to talk about that for a moment?
Yeah, sure. I run VRP, which literally Ben and Benny are a part of. And it's cool. And
Yeah.
we're playing on Wednesday. We're playing on Wednesday.
We are playing on
Twitch.tv/Teafling Live.
It's pretty cool. So guys, absolutely click that link, check it out. We upload the VODs over there. We're also working on shorts for both shows. We've got some new stuff going on for the future. No spoilers there. It's pretty great. Yeah. So thankful to have you as my channel partner, Caleb. Thank you for coming here to be gay.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me be a slut.
Yeah, of course. Anytime. I mean, that's what buddies are for, right?
Thanks. Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly.
I met Ramsey Novak, I know.
Yeah.
I know who you are.
Yeah. Anyway, I think...
Freak.
Sorry. Anyway, guys, we're gonna raid Evan at 0 right now. They're pretty cool, and they're doing a just chatting stream. I like them a lot, and I think you'll like them too. We'll see you all on Wednesday on Caleb's channel for that stream, and on Monday for more AAA. Bye.
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 Bye.